Hey guys, it's Daniel with IAR Daniel, and I'm back. And today we're going to go over multiple non-emergency pages plus the emergency page. This is going to be great because this is going to show you what more you can do with the new IAR Responding customizable dashboard to really utilize it to its max. So let's take a look. So again. If you haven't watched my other videos, be sure to watch them. You can check me out on Facebook, IAR Daniel. Just search it on Facebook, or IAR Daniel on YouTube, or IARDaniel.com. All right, so let's start out and go Edit Dashboard. So you saw us before. We made an emergency screen and a non-emergency screen. This is the standard two-page IAR Responding dashboard, all right? But now you can add 4 more non-emergency pages to that. Just keep in mind, again, this is user configurable. It is not a department-wide standard. So if you edit yours to be a certain way, average Jake firefighter, his profile is not going to look like that. It's going to look the way he wants it to look. The other thing to keep in mind too is once you go above one non-emergency page, then the map, you cannot have it on a non-emergency page. It's the system limitation that's there. So let's take a look and we'll dive right in. So think about how people are going to use this, okay? So you have one page. When you have just a one page, you pretty much got to stick to a utilitarian type setup. It needs to work. It needs to do a task. When you have multiple non-emergency pages, what that allows you to do, have a little more freedom, have a little more fun, make it a little more splashy, and away you go. All right. So first off, at the bottom of the screen, when you log into your IAM Responding, you're going to have an emergency and a non-emergency page. At the very bottom of your page, you're going to have, it says page 1, and you're going to click that, and a little ribbon is going to pop up from the bottom, and you're going to have page 1. All you need to do is go over and hit add new page, and now you've just added a new page. It's as simple as that. Add new page, add new page, add new page. Now you have 5 non-emergency pages that you can use. If you need to delete one, just hover your mouse over till you see there's an X, click on it, and you can delete that page at any time. So now we've got all 5 pages added. They're all blank. So we're going to go deal with that in a second. But first, these pages, yes, there's 5 of them. What happens is they scroll, so they'll change. It's almost like a slideshow, perhaps, is a way to think of it. So you can actually have a transition speed between non-emergency pages, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and 60 seconds. I like 60 seconds. It's pretty decent, right? It allows you to see all 5 pages. At the very most, you're going to be sitting there for a minute and 15 seconds in order to view all 5 pages. Really, that's decent, but there's some other things that you can do. So think about how people are going to view it. Why do you have this at your station? Let's set this up to be a station screen that you have at your station, but you want it to be the 5-page one. Well, normally at our station, in my own station, and this may not work for you, it may work for you, we have the on-duty screen always up. So you can have the on-duty screen up. As you can see, I can't go down and shrink that down, but simply just toggle that ribbon back down again. We really, once we do that, we don't have to bring it up until we switch the page. Let's adjust that a little bit. Let's bring that out a little bit. All right, and it actually gives my status available at home until unknown. So I use that handy dandy duty, off duty, on duty schedule through the app that was recently updated in the spring. Let's go and put our apparatus status right under that. All right. So this is our on duty and our apparatus. So the problem is that's on page 5. Well, if it starts on page 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, it literally is an entire minute of waiting to see who's on duty. So if you think about it, maybe skip a page, put it in there, and this is just something that I personally do. You don't have to do that, all right? And I'm looking at this setup as a station screen that you have set up on your apparatus floor. And let's go and put apparatus status in there again. We'll bring this down. But as you can tell, what I did was I put my on duty and apparatus on page 5, on page 3, and I'm going to put it on page 1. Yeah, you're going to have 2 pages back to back, but that's fine. It's better to have too many than not enough. But you've got a couple pages that you've got some real freedoms on and a lot of space to do whatever you need to do. Let's go take that, put that down here, and we'll adjust that out. So great. So it'll go, no duty schedule to duty schedule to no duty schedule to duty schedule. It'll stay on duty schedule. So really, there's only 2 spots. It'll be 15 seconds before that duty schedule will flash up again. So let's go back to page 1. I don't know what we want to put on there. Let's put the weather on there. All right. So the weather on page 1. We'll go and we'll draw that down. Oh, great. And that'll be perfect. Nice big lettering there. Put the weather over here. And then let's have a little fun. All right. And what can we put in here? Well, we can put an image in. Let's put a custom image in. Choose file. And you go to wherever you need to go. And let's put a, let's go back up here and go to downloads perhaps. Desktop. Let's go to desktop. And let's put a nice picture here of one of our members that actually recently attended the fire school. We'll add that in there. And then you can actually adjust that photo to however you wish. Now, these white lines, there's 2 ways to make that go away. When you add a custom image, you can either A, fit image on tile, so it won't crop the image at all, but then sometimes you have these white borders on there. You can either A, go into here and select like black and then just kind of back it off a little bit. That way you've got a similar match. There you go. You can make it black, you can make it red, or a cool feature is you can go back into here and go fill image on tile, and as you'll see when you go back out, it'll actually fill that image right on the tile, and then you can adjust it. And there, that's an awesome photo. We've got a little space down here. Let's see, what can we put down there? You can extend your apparatus status out if you want. You can put your on duty, your mutual aid. Let's put our message here. This is the message that is configured in your, this is like your scrolling message. So you can put a little message in there and have it so that way it goes right on this screen. Alright, so that's page 1 done. Let's go to page 2. Page 2, what do we want to do page 2? Let's go out. And get a season's greetings. It is the holiday season. So really, this is all you really have to do is go to Google, type in season's greetings if you want, and you just simply go save image as, go to desktop, and hit save. You go wherever you want to save it. I go to desktop because then I just delete it afterwards. Go back to your dashboard, and then you can simply go up to here, add tile. Now that we've got that image, choose file, go back in, and look, there's our season's greeting. Let's change that to fill image on tile, hit add. As you can tell, it added it right there. We'll go and then we'll expand it. Alright, so now we have that expanded season's greetings, and that's cool. So we can put something else there later on, but let's go to the next page. So we've got our little image right here. We've got our season's greetings right here. And let's go, and so we've got our weather. we've got that. Let's go with incidents. We'll put our previous incidents up here. All right. So you can put that any way you want. You can resize it. That's not a bad size. We'll go ahead again. We'll go over here like this and do it this way. We'll shrink it up a little bit. Alright, so now we can have an image there and an image there. Let's say we want to make sure that people know what this is. I'm not sure how many people are aware of what snippet is, but snipping tool in Windows is an amazing little tool. Let's go out here and go previous incidents. Just type it out. Hit previous incidents. Let's go to a page layout. This is just word work. It doesn't have to be this fancy, but I'm just doing this because I can. You can go back to your home. Let's bump up the font size a little bit, make it red. Get rid of my cursor. So that's perfect. Let's go to snipping tool in Windows, and you simply, the snipping tool, highlight what you want to highlight, let go, and then it snips whatever it saw, save it, and it just saves to capture on desktop. I've done this in the past, so I'm just going to resave it. And go back into my non-emergency edit mode, go add tile, custom image, choose file, and let's go back to this capture. So I'm going to go capture and hit add. So there's my image right there. So let's go put this above here. And we will put that right there. So previous incidents. Now, as you can see, you've got those white borders, but we know that the previous incident's background is black. So I'm just going to go choose file, hit cancel because I don't want to replace it. And it saves me from going in and out of edit mode. Go back over here and hit double click on black, click OK, and add. So now that fills that all in, so it's nice. Alright. Let's say we want to bring that up a little bit for the previous incidents. I don't know how I want to do that now. But you could take it, something like that. Let's do that for now. Alright. Let's get an image for right here that I want to see. So let's go to add tiles and put another image here. I hit it twice, so choose file, allow it to come up. Here's a nice picture of one of our members doing some cleaning around the station. Let's go fill image on tile and go add. And then you can take it and drag it right out. Right? So then we'll take it and we'll maybe find another image that we can put right in here. Let's see if I can find one. Let's see if the helicopter will chop it over there. Let's go cancel and then fill image on page, hit add. You know what? That'll work quite well. And when you hit your full screen mode, you'll actually put it right there. Just a thought, right? You really can have a lot of freedoms with this. It's unbelievable what you can do with this. So let's go back up and let's go to page 4. Page 4, let's post some things about upcoming events. Let's say you have training coming up. In Nova Scotia, we have what they call a medical first responder program. So you take your initial MFR course, 4.5 day course, and then you register through our provincial ambulance service, and then you consider what they call a medical first responder. Basically, it's a first aider that has standard first aid, but it is more advanced than just first aid. You get to use some tools and whatnot. Part of the program is that you have to do some maintenance modules over your duration of your tag. Once your tag expires after so many years, and you have to do some maintenance modules. So They have a great website here. Don't get me wrong, it's an awesome website, but there's something you can do too to remind your members. So I'm not going to tell you about the site, but basically you can go here and print a poster off is what you can do. So instead of printing a poster off and putting it up on a board, go back to your snippet. Okay, highlight what you want to highlight with snippet, and then it will clip the image. Hit save, save it as a capture. You can overwrite the last one because, you know, it doesn't matter because you already have uploaded that previous one. Add your image. Choose file. Let's go to capture. Alright. Then hit add. So our poster will be right there. So here is our MFR workshop for education workshop or our maintenance module sessions. What else can we do? Public safety field communications. They are the ones in charge of administering the provincial radio service and in the province of Nova Scotia. And those guys do free trainings all over the province. So they do really, really good things. And, you know, they have this poster that you can do up or they post once in a while. So let's go new. And then what we want to do is highlight the poster. And this is just a Facebook post, right? This is nothing major. Oh, look, I just got it clipped. I save it. It's going to save it as a capture. Hit yes. All right. Then we'll go back to the I Am Responding dashboard. Add tile. Choose file. All right. Go to capture. Hit add. And now we have our poster for this training session up and about. If you want to change the side panels a little bit, let's try to match that. Cancel that, so we want to replace the image. Let's go here and maybe there. Not bad, it's not perfect. But that gives you an idea. Let's take one more here. Let's go back to this screen right here, and again, you can scroll down and you can see where your next MFR session is. For example, we're doing a landing zone for our air ambulance service in Nova Scotia. You can take it, go new, and again, whoop, I gotta hit that drop down. There's the only thing. All you need to do is literally hit the Windows button and type in SNIP, and you will get the snippet. That's how easy it is. New, the banner to go away. Oh, look at that. And we'll click that and go save as, and go capture. There you go. Back again. Custom image. Choose file. So go to capture. Add it. And there you go. And then we got one more page to go. So we've got this on duty page, apparatus page. What else can we put? So we've got our incident page. We've got that page. Let's go to, we have a great conference here in Atlantic, Canada called FDIC Atlantic. It stands for the Fire Department Information Conference. It's an Atlantic Canadian thing. It's held in Wolfville every year. So let's go and cut this banner out with snippet again. And that way you can put the dates on there and save it as a capture. Go back to your page, choose files. And we're going to go back into capture. All right. And then again, it's just adding it in. That's all you've got to do. And your imagination is a limit when it comes to this. whatever you want to do. See where it's kind of just a little bit off. Anything that's like a little bit off like that, that fill option is going to really help you make it just perfect. There you go. And then finally, let's put one more image up because I can. And choose files. Let's go to a picture of our horse-drawn engine from pre-1929. And then we can take that and put it just like that. Let's go to choose file and cancel, and then we'll do fill. Let's see what that looks like. It's probably not going to look good. Yeah, see, it's gonna cut it off a bit, so that's not real good. Let's see if we can do FDIC analytic. And maybe see we want to put this a little bit bigger. Oh, perfect. So now we've got all 5 pages edited. We've got a couple images here. We've got season's greeting message. We've got previous incidents, a couple other images here. Some information posters on some upcoming training events. What else here? A couple more pictures, but we still have that. So we have that done. Our emergency mode is done from our previous video. We don't got to worry about that. Hit done. So what's going to happen is you're going to see this start to scroll back and forth. Or sorry, scroll. And what's going to happen is it's going to scroll, and it is going to every 15 seconds it's going to change to the next page, which is pretty awesome. All right. So that's going to sit there at your station, and that's going to go on for, as long as the computer's on. What's going to happen next is when you guys have an alarm at your station, it's going to change to emergency mode. That scrolling is going to stop. So we'll go to here, and then I will go to put the address in the old fire station. And then as soon as your alarm comes through, it's going to immediately change to your emergency mode, and it's going to not scroll like it has been until the elapsed times happen where it changes back. So there's your emergency call.
20 McKenna Street, Bridgetown, Nova Scotia. 20 McKenna Street, Bridgetown, Nova Scotia.
Obviously, it's going to read off more than that when you meet with dispatch, but there you go. Now you're locked on the emergency screen. When you go back to your station, you can hit dashboard. You can also set it so that way it'll go back after so long as well. Hit dashboard. It goes back to your dashboard, and you're back to the normal way you were viewing your images beforehand. And this would be a good setup for a station, perhaps, like an apparatus display. The gentleman that just showed me how to do, or showed me his setup that he did. There's many more images on it, and that would be one that was in the crew lounge, just kind of showing off their crew. Maybe have a poster or two in there, but not so utilitarian versus having one in the apparatus bay. So that is that display, and I hope that helps you a little bit more with how to set this up. I'm going to show you a couple more things. I'm going to show you a really neat setup, a really neat concept that you could use this in your public side of your station, if you're rental side, as a information display. So stay tuned. There's going to be another video released today at some point. If you've not seen my previous videos, don't forget to like me at IAR Daniel on Facebook. You can find me IAR Daniel on YouTube, and I also have a website, iardaniel.com. So check those all out. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps, and enjoy configuring your departments or your personal profile to however you wish and however it works for you. So take care.